Part 34. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 331. Ding. The low-level inheritance card level is not enough. You can't exchange hero cards. Ding. Warm reminder, low-level inheritance cards are not part of the dangerous series of cards, and the host can use them by themselves. Fang Fan instantly relaxed when the sound of the dog system came. As long as there's no danger, that's fine. Use the low-level inheritance card. Fang Fan gave a low drink and said directly. Ding. Successfully used the low-level inheritance card. Obtain the high-level Divine Art Great Imprisonment, incomplete. Great Imprisonment, incomplete. It belongs to the ranks of high-level Divine Arts, but unfortunately it is a defective version, but its power is much stronger than ordinary low-level Divine Arts. It can directly imprison the enemy when it is displayed. The duration of the imprisonment depends on the relationship between the user and the user. The level gap between them can be determined. Fang Fan raised his eyebrows. If you look at it this way, this great confinement technique seems to be pretty good. Can you directly imprison others? Is the effect similar to the zombie imprisonment card? Fang Fan looked around and saw Caitlin at a glance. When Caitlin saw Fang Fan looking at her, she came over with a smile on her face. The great imprisonment technique. Fang Fan snorted softly and called directly. Caitlin, who was laughing a lot, suddenly stopped moving forward, and even the smile on her face was frozen. Tisk, it works. Very good. Master, what are you doing? After about a second, Caitlin looked at Fang Fan with a grudge. Hee, let's test the effect of the new spell. Fang Fan showed a polite smile. At the same time, Fang Fan already had some specific thoughts and ideas in his heart. Caitlin is 3 levels higher than me. I can use the great imprisonment technique with all my strength to imprison him for 3 seconds, this is already very strong. Fang Fan rubbed his dizzy head because his mental power was drained. Well, it's just a bit exhausting. It seems that it can't be used easily until the critical time. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and said in his heart. My lord, the cards and magic crystals from the king-level zombies have been collected. Each grade of magic crystals is worth about 2 million low-grade magic crystals. King-level zombies have style, and there are more than 100 high-grade magic crystals that burst out. There are also 10 advanced promotion cards, a dozen bloodline cards. By the way, there is also a legion card. Garen suddenly delivered a stack of precious cards, and emphasized it on one of the legion cards. If it is an ordinary legion card, Garen will not be treated so specially. 9-star legion card, upgradable. Hiss. Fang Fan's eyes could not help revealing a shocking look. After killing this king-level zombie, he actually gave him such a rich gift. The 9-star legion card, for the current Fang Fan, also has infinite help. Open this 9-star legion card. Fang Fan almost did not hesitate, and shouted directly. Ding. Consume a 9-star legion card to get the 9-star War Angel Legion. Battle Angel Legion, evolvable. Level, 9 stars. Number, 9. Commander, Mikhail. Skills, Holy Purification, Holy Light Extinction, Angel Heart. Loyalty, 50. You are calling me. Mikhail walked over to Fang Fan, a pair of crystal clear eyes showing arrogance and stubbornness. When Fang Fan first saw Mikhail, he was judging her, gender. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 332. Beautiful. Let people see there is an unparalleled sense of surprise. White skin, bright eyes, slender hands, tender cheeks, flawless facial features. Fang Fan's eyes were gradually attracted, and then he looked down. He saw an unusually obvious Adam's apple, and there was no chest. This is a male angel. Yes. You will fight for me. Fang Fan's face gradually returned to normal, and at the same time he noticed the name of the War Angel Legion commander Mikhail to him. To be precise, there should be no title. Even the tone was mixed with unparalleled arrogance. This made Fang Fan sound like the first time he summoned the Demon Legion. Satan seemed to have the same kind of virtue at that time. At the same time, in the attribute column of the War Angel Legion, Fang Fan focused on loyalty. 50. Are you sure you're not kidding me? Even if the arrogant demon army was summoned at the beginning, it would still be able to give a pass line of 60. What does 50 loyalty mean? This is the rhythm of rebellion at any time. Fang Fan's mouth twitched. This must be a good toss. Let the great legion of war angels fight for you. Do you have such capital? Weak human race. Mikhail continued to show his arrogance. He glanced at Fang Fan disdainfully. He felt that he could kill Fang Fan with a single slap. Fang Fan breathed a sigh of relief. Why can't he cure you? You can choose to leave. But that would be a betrayal. Are the angels who regard glory as their life so unbearable? Since I can summon you, it is clear that we have signed a contract. If you don't even have the spirit of the contract, then I don't need such a shameless and despicable angel warrior. The angels will shame you. Fang Fan's tone of voice, expressiveness, gradually improve. The great army of war angels will not break their promises. I will protect you for 100 years. After 100 years, we need freedom. Mikhail's brows were deeply wrinkled, and there was an infinite complex look in his expression. Of course he wanted to escape from here, but the supreme faith of the angel race stopped him. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth raised slightly, and there was a look that really looked like this in the corners of his eyes. The demons believe that the strong will eat the weak and the strong will be their kings, so when dealing with them, they must use power to make him surrender. That's what Fang Fan did when he regained Satan and the demon army. But for the angel race, such a powerful method is not very applicable. This is an arrogant and stubborn race that regards glory as their life, and they advocate supreme purity and whiteness. Suppressing them with a contract is the most applicable. Of course, I would like to thank the great War Angel Legion for fighting for me for 100 years. After 100 years, the contract will be self-destruct, and you can stay as you wish. I will never force it. Fang Fan smiled lightly. In 100 years, anything can happen. In 100 years, if he is still unable to become strong, then he is too useless. Having a 9-star army, the combat power of his subordinates has been raised to a new level. Tisk, cool. There are more than 1 million promotion cards accumulated on me. Just killing the king zombies will reward 100 advanced promotion cards, which is equivalent to 1 million ordinary promotion cards. Well, this time, let's be promoted to the 6-star Demon Lord army. Fang Fan glanced at Satan, who was a little depressed, and made up his mind secretly. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 333. No matter when and where, angels and demons are destined to be two opposite races. When the 9-star War Angel Legion was summoned, Fang Fan could clearly feel the unease and caution in the heart of Satan, the leader of the Demon Lord Legion. He would even think, will the Lord ignore the Demon Lord Legion because of the strength of the War Angel Legion? Promoted to the Demon Lord Legion. Ding. Consume 1.3 million promotion cards. The 6-star Demon Lord Army is promoted to the 7-star Lower Demon Lord Army. 7-star Lower Demon Lord Army. Fang Fan raised his eyebrows and was promoted to a rank, adding the prefix lower, which is very elegant. Looking at Satan and the others, The black energy around the body became more and more obvious, and the black wings were even more dazzling. Lord. Feeling the improvement of the realm, Satan's body suddenly trembled. The Lord has not forgotten him and the entire demon army. They are favored by the Lord. They all got promoted. Thank you, Lord. Satan got down on one knee, expressing his gratitude and moving. Fang Fan smiled, walked over and patted Satan on the shoulder. Devil. It's a wicked demon. You actually keep these despicable and shameless demons. I'm going to slaughter these demons. When Satan stayed aside and didn't show his face before, Mikhail didn't realize it, but now Satan knelt down in front of Fang Fan and was immediately exposed. Mikhail and his War Angel Legion reacted extremely strongly, and immediately began to draw their swords. Stop. They are all my subordinates. Just like you. They are all for the sake of effectiveness. You are not qualified to move them. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and glared at Mikhail viciously. This guy went too far. There are some bottom lines that Fang Fan does not want others to cross. Our War Angel Legion is stronger than these lowly demons. Let us slaughter these demons, and we will kill the enemy for you with all our hearts. You don't need these weak and lowly demons. Mikhail raised his head stubbornly, as if he had made up his mind. A cold look appeared in Fang Fan's eyes. This guy, a little too much. I said, they are my subordinates. In my heart, they are the same as my brothers. If anyone dares to touch my brother, I will kill him. Including you. Fang Fan made a color towards Galen, Vega, and Caitlin, ready to fight back at any time. Fang Fan also knows the struggle between demons and angels. I just didn't expect to pinch in front of him. This is such a long-cherished wish. Are you sure you want to persevere? You have to know that if you do this, it is very likely that you will lose the effectiveness of our powerful War Angel Legion. Although there is a contract between us, if you don't let us kill these demons, we will tear up the contract without any pressure, and even become your enemy. Michelle's threat came to Fang Fan's ears, and Fang Fan had this persistent and solemn expression from beginning to end. I will not give up any of my companions and brothers. I don't know how deep the hatred between your angels and demons is. I only know that Satan and his demon army have fought countless battles for me and escorted me. We are the closest comrades in arms. Of course, if you want, our future relationship can also become like this. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 334. Fang Fan said it very calmly. Of course, this is the bottom line he has always adhered to. If there is no such bottom line, what is the point of fighting? The two sides are at war with each other, and Fang Fan must always pay attention to the fact that the War Angel Legion cannot turn against the water at a critical time. Of course, if he really wants to do it, Fang Fan can only fight to the end. Some things work, but this one doesn't work. In order to win over a powerful 9-star War Angel army, let him give up the lower Demon Lord army that gets along with each other day and night. This is impossible. I respect your choice. Although I hate demons, I appreciate your character. I will let them live for another 100 years. After 100 years, after our contract ends, I will kill them again. And now, I serve you. The angels will never break their promises. Mikhail's voice was a little hoarse, but every sentence was extra serious. Fang Fan subconsciously breathed a sigh of relief. Now he should be grateful for the stubbornness and honor of these angels. Otherwise, a fire today is not indispensable. World announcement. The 23rd level of the Babel Tower was passed by the M country. Get the first kill reward for the first normal level clearance, and reward the first level demonized beast camp card *1. The long-lost Tongtian Tower announcement sound came, and Fang Fan's eyes were mixed with a hint of surprise. Interesting, really interesting. The 23rd level of the Tongtian Tower has 10 8-star demonized beasts. The first time I passed the level, I simply chose to give up. Tisk, I didn't expect to be passed by this Kylan so quickly. Being able to lead 10 combat units to kill 10 8-star demonized beasts, it means that this Kylan has at least several 8-star combat powers. I still can't underestimate the heroes of the world. Fang Fan narrowed his eyes and nodded secretly. It seems that I have to find a time to go to the Tongtian Tower in Dongguo City. According to the combat power of my current command, there will be a whole new batch of harvests. Fang Fan nodded secretly. The trip to the Tongtian Tower has been listed as one of the plans. World Babel Dialog Box 666. My goddess Kalen is amazing. Too strong. Goddess Kalen, I love you. Hey, this time the first place on the Tongtian list was finally taken back by the goddess Kalen. It's cool. Hang Fang Fan. I'm not happy to see his family dominate. What's the matter? Why so dragging? That's right. Goddess Kailan is the most awesome. That Fang Fan couldn't pass the 23rd level of the Tongtian Tower, but Goddess Kailan did it. Tisk tisk tisk. Hee, the bunch of rubbish upstairs, go and see the Legion's battle power list for yourself. Fang Fan can't pass the 23rd level? What are you thinking? A bunch of ignorant idiots. Grass. What are you talking about? How can the Legion's battle strength list be? Fang Fan's arrogance is not the highest in the Legion, My CAO, 9-star War Angel Legion. When did it appear? Isn't it, rewarded for killing that king-level zombie? This is too cool. With the 9-star Legion in hand, this Fang Fan is invincible in the world. Everyone, be careful in the future. This is an existence that can kill even king-level zombies. King Fang Fan has become the world's #1 powerhouse, he deserves it. Hee, that's natural. The power of the Fang Fan is not something you can imagine. Everyone's eyes gradually turn to the Legion battle power list. I want to see the existence of the 9-star Legion. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 335. The Legion Combat Power List. First place, Battle Angel Legion, rank 9 stars, Commander Fang Fan. Second place, Yellow Turban Zia Warlock Legion, rank 7 stars, Commander Fang Fan. Third place, the Lower Demon Lord Army, level 7, Commander Fang Fan. Fourth place, Vampire Earl Legion, rank 7 stars, Commander Kalen. Fifth, Gothic Laser Cannon Artillery Corps, rank 7 stars, Commander Fang Fan. Sixth, Death Scythe Legion, level 7, Commander 9. Seventh place, Yinglong Knight Legion, 6-star level, Commander Fang Fan. Eighth place, Yukong Unicorn Corps, 6-star level, Commander Fang Fan. Ninth place, Amaterasu Warrior Legion, 6-star level, Commander-in-Chief Burial in the Village. 10th place, Tiger and Leopard Cavalry Corps, 6-star level, Commander Li Ji. Now the Legion's battle power list is dominated by the 7-star Legion. From the overall situation, there is a trend of more and more intense. And Fang Fan's 9-star War Angel army hangs high, and it seems to have an aura that dominates the world. The second and third places in the Legion's combat power list are also legions under Fang Fan's command. Fang Fan took the top 3. He has a total of 6 major legions, all of which are on the list. This has not only occupied half of the country, but has monopolized most of the list. This Legion battle power list has become Fang Fan's unique list to a certain extent. There is only one world announcement about the Tongtian ranking. Obviously, although Kylan announced the 23rd level with 10 8-star demonized beasts guarding, but it stopped there, and wanted to continue to charge, the pressure was obviously not small. Let's go to Dongguo City first. After the king-level zombies were destroyed, the tens of millions of zombies under his command gradually dispersed. Judging from the overall trend, the dangers of Acropolis and Zhongcheng have been lifted. I heard that the demonized beast of the king who perished Zhe province is also on the move recently. The reason why I was able to kill this king zombie is because I was lucky. I happened to encounter a king-level zombie with a severe injury to the tailbone, then I can design to kill him. And such an opportunity, obviously can't be available all the time. If it is the stronger demonized beast of the king who rushed to Zhongcheng this time, I am afraid that both Zhongcheng and the Acropolis will be destroyed. Even the entire High Province will encounter an unprecedented disaster. Fang Fan took a deep breath, his eyes twinkling. He is confident, but definitely not arrogant. In the current situation, arrogant people will eventually have to go to perish. Faced with many situations, Fang Fan can only take every step. This feeling of being caught in the throat by fate is really uncomfortable. I want to control my own life. Fang Fan took a breath, and his expression showed a kind of unwillingness to be ordinary. Now, while the lineup of your subordinates is expanding, go to the Babel Tower, and get a batch of rewards. This is very important. 23 ordinary customs clearance can get a first-level demonized beast camp card. According to my current strength, perfect customs clearance is not a problem. Fang Fan stretched his waist, and his movements became more and more proficient. Now that you've made up your mind, the next thing to do is to execute. Patriarch Zhao Zhen, I'm going to Dongguo City once, and it won't be long before I come back. Before that, Zhang City, and other territories of the Yan Kingdom, you are responsible for overall planning. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 336. Fang Fan casually explained it, and then went straight to it. Now is not the time to be able to procrastinate. If you don't fight hard, the enemy may have to put the bazooka at the door. This time, the next Demon Lord Legion will stay behind to guard Zhongcheng. If something happens, let us know at any time. If conditions permit, you can also call me through the World Tongtian Ranking Dialog box or the Dongguo City Area Tongtian Ranking Dialog box. I will check it regularly. Fang Fan thought of a shortcut. From this point of view, the value and significance of this Babel list dialog box is still very high. All-out attack. Fang Fan gave the order directly, and then led the army to fly to Dongguo City. The soldiers are very fast, and without knowing what will happen in the future, Fang Fan can only try his best to make himself stronger. Now in the entire Yan Kingdom, there are about 200,000 demonized beasts, of which about 10,000 are 3-star elite demonized beasts, and the rest are ordinary 1-star demonized beasts. There are tens of thousands of zombie legions, of which there are only 3,000 3-star elite zombies, and the rest are ordinary zombies, and even 1-star zombies are few. In addition, there are the 6 direct line legions under Fang Fan's command. 1 of the 9-star War Angel Army, 2 7-star Army, 3 6-star Army. Furthermore, there are the 8-star Dark Knight Unicorn and the 7-star Hell 3-headed Dog. These 2 pets deserve to have the blood of divine beasts, and Fang Fan was quite astonished and ashamed at the speed of promotion. Just chewing millions of magic crystals casually, just broke through. There are 3 heroes, Galen, Vega, and Caitlyn. Now they all have powerful 9-star combat power. Moreover, they each have their own strengths, and the single combat power can also completely abuse ordinary 9-star zombies and 9-star demonized beasts. Run, run. There is a magic dragon ahead. What a powerful magic dragon, it's dead, it's all dead. Run. When Fang Fan was halfway, he lowered his flying height a little while driving the Unicorn King in the sky, and then flew down to take a look, just in time to see a group of survivors rushing over in a panic, as if there were some extremely terrifying creatures hidden behind him. Generally. Magic dragon? This should also be a demonized beast. However, dragon-shaped demonized beasts are still a minority. I just don't know how strong it is. Well, but since it can be related to the Sky Overlord dragon, it must not be too bad. By the way, slaughter a wave, maybe a small explosion. The corners of Fang Fan's mouth rose, thinking this way, he charged directly in the opposite direction. You're crazy. Run. There are dragons in the dark cave. You bastard. You're going to die for the jade of the sky. Fang Fan gradually descended, and because he did the opposite, it caused everyone to sigh. There are those who are straightforward, and immediately start to criticize wildly. What is called the Dark Devil's Cave? Heaven-piercing jade, what is it? Fang Fan narrowed his eyes, a look of surprise in his eyes. He really had never heard of this kind of thing. Haha. You don't know anything about it? You just wanted to rush in and die? I'm not telling you. Your heart is really big enough. You're so convinced. You can't be convinced if you don't. A kind of warm jade is produced in this dark magic cave. This kind of jade can be absorbed by the human body in a different place in the hand, and then speed up the promotion. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 337. It doesn't matter, the most important thing is that this jade can actually help us cheat and pass the level of the Tower of Babel by the way. Then get rich rewards. To tell you the truth, I passed the 15th level by this means. Tisk tisk tisk, got a reward of 100,000 high-grade magic crystals for passing the 15th level. Isn't this 100,000 high-grade magic crystals delicious? The survivor who cleared Fang Fan's doubts seemed quite arrogant. According to the regulations, he could indeed get 100,000 high-grade magic crystals after passing the 15th level, which is a reward of 1 billion low-grade magic crystals. Everyone has this reward, as long as they pass the 15th level for the first time. Tongtian Jade, is it so unique? Why does it look like a cheat? A bug. Fang Fan was lost in thought, but then he had a plan. Anyway, let's go and see. Anyway, he also wanted to clean up the magic dragon in the past, and now it can only be said that it is by the way, to investigate the matter of the jade. If there is such a good thing, Fang Fan will naturally not miss it. Who? Far away, Fang Fan heard the sound of dragon chants. The sound of the dragon's roar came into his ears, which was particularly shocking. From Fang Fan's point of view, this magic dragon is at least 30 meters long. It is flying in the sky at this moment, its wings flapping wildly, it seems especially angry. It is frantically attacking these enemies who have invaded his territory, and is ready to kill them all. Help! Help! Come here and save us! Help us! Su Lang clenched the sword in his hands tightly, cold sweat dripping from his forehead. Although there are still many elites behind him, in this case, most of them have lost the will to fight. Originally, he wanted to lead the elites of the family to slaughter this dragon, and then plunder all the heavenly jade here. He originally planned to rely on these Tongtian jade stones, cheating to pass more levels along the way, and get the first kill reward of all the levels behind the Tongtian Tower. What a wealth that would be! It's just a pity, the ideal is sexy, the reality is very skinny. Ideal and reality have always been independent. Judging from the current situation, he almost gave himself up. Damn the dragon, it's so strong. Su Lang took a deep breath, his eyes flickered with killing light. Now even if you want to escape, it is difficult to escape. He suddenly saw a group of people rushing over within his vision, and the one at the head was riding a sky horse that could take off. Su Lang was instantly overjoyed, the scapegoat came. As long as they hold the dragon, they can escape. Fang Fan glanced at the survivors who were attacked by the magic dragon, just glanced slightly, and didn't say much. His attack target is this dragon, and it is understandable to save them by the way. Ready to fight. Fang Fan waved his hand, his voice a little hoarse. After Galen received the order, he rode on a unicorn in the sky and killed it directly. Boom. Roar. Garen's body collided with the dragon's body, and was immediately bounced back, and he was also injured to a certain extent. Fang Fan's brows gradually wrinkled. 10-star dragon. This magic dragon has reached the 10-star realm. It's very strong. Fang Fan snorted lightly, but he didn't feel much fear. Divine system of the strongest card supplier in the end times, Doomsday strongest card supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 338. He can kill even king-level zombies, not to mention this 10-star dragon. Although he doesn't have the help of 8 war bunkers now, he has a 9-star War Angel army by his side. This is the first battle of the War Angel Legion. Fang Fan also wants to see their combat effectiveness. Mikhail. Lead the War Angel Legion to attack. Everyone else, kill the surrounding dragons and python demonized beasts. Fang Fan glanced at the surroundings, and the magic dragon was not fighting alone. In addition to this 10-star dragon, there are several other slightly smaller dragons, probably in the 8-star realm. In addition, there are some 6-star and 7-star dragons and lower-level pythons. Although the level of these python demonized beasts is not very high, but the number is there. If you want to kill them all at once, obviously, it will take a certain amount of time and energy. Kill it. Go all out. Fang Fan glanced at the group of dragons and pythons scattered all over the mountains and plains, and also had a feeling of numbness in his scalp. Invincible angels. Fight with me. Holy purification. Mikhail gave an order, and a flash of white light suddenly flashed on his body. These white lights came out from all the war angels, and the white light became brighter and brighter. Bang bang bang. Immediately, the 6-star 7-star flood dragon group that stood in front of the War Angel Legion began to fall crazily like dumplings, then they fell to the ground, struggled a few times, their bodies gradually faded, and finally turned into a ray of white light. The holy light is annihilated. Mikhail spoke again, and a super intensive white beam shot directly at the 10-star dragon. Hoo ho ho. The dragon subconsciously wanted to dodge, but Mikhail's movements were obviously faster. Whizzing. The beam hit the dragon's tail, turning his entire tail into nothingness. It didn't disappoint me. The 9-star Legion is already awesome. Not to mention the 9-star War Angel Legion, which is famous for its combat effectiveness. This time it's a big profit. Fang Fan raised his eyebrows, and there was a hint of excitement in his expression. Roar. The dragon looks even more irritable. He stared at the enemies in front of him, killing intent filled his eyes. Damn these humble existences. Must die. The dragon family of taste is endless. The 10-star demon dragon has not yet reached the point where he can speak. Hoo ho ho. The magic dragon flew towards the War Angel Legion and launched an attack. The holy light is annihilated. Holy purification. Mikhail led the War Angel Legion to release skills one after another in an attempt to directly kill the dragon. These skills have caused a certain degree of damage to the magic dragon, but this magic dragon is a 10-star level after all, so the strength of the struggle has suddenly become much larger. And launched a death charge towards Mikhail and his War Angel Legion in a posture that was not afraid of death. He is going to use a desperate battle to solve all this thoroughly. The game of life for life looks very rogue. While slaughtering the group of dragons and pythons in front of him, Fang Fan was also paying attention to the battlefield on the side of the War Angel Legion. Seeing that the War Angel Legion seemed to have a tendency to lose, he was preparing to worry about Galen and the others to assist in the attack. Great God of light, grant courage and strength to your most faithful believers. We will sacrifice our glory and loyalty. Angel Heart. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu. Chapter 339. Mikhail shouted first, and then the other 8 9-star war angels surrounded Mikhail tightly and began to gather endless power. Swoosh swish. The endless holy light came, and the 8 war angels focused all their power on Mikhail. Mikhail slowly raised his angel's long sword. Ho! A white sword light flashed. Mikhail had already landed on the top of the 10-star demon dragon, and then directly cut off its head. Boom! The faucet covering an area of more than 10 square meters fell to the ground, like a hill falling, directly killing a group of gathered python demonized beasts. GGG. Hiss. Hoo ho ho. The 10-star demon dragon was beheaded, and the group of pythons and dragons that had followed his orders to attack Fang Fan and the others began to panic and gradually fled. Danger removed. My lord, the 10-star dragon was beheaded, and 13 high-grade magic crystals and several advanced cards were dropped. There are 2 advanced promotion cards, and this Tongtian card. Garen was in charge of cleaning the battlefield, and he delivered a few more precious cards that had been screened. Among them, there is no need to say more about the advanced promotion cards. 2 advanced promotion cards are equivalent to 20,000 ordinary promotion cards. The other is this Tongtian card, which is a bit strange. Tongtian card, borrowing from the sky. Using this card will bring you closer to the extreme realm of the sky. Fang Fan looked at this popular explanation and said nothing for a long time. Such an explanation, a bit of a shit. What does this mean? Inscrutable. Bullshit. The key labor and capital do not understand. What is the difference between something that cannot be understood, no matter how good it is? Fang Fan pouted, secretly complaining in his heart. Dog system, I need your help. Fang Fan secretly said in his heart. Ding. This card is too advanced. Analyzing this card is useless to the system. If you force the analysis, you will need to pay a consultation fee of 10 million magic crystals. Fang Fan's mouth twitched at the sound of the dog system's bitchy voice. And this kind of operation? Shameless has risen to a level? 10 million, labor and capital can buy thousands of promotion cards. Consulting is so expensive, a ghost is willing to spend such a waste of money. Even if the labor and capital use this card to cover the corner of the table, they will not spend an extra magic crystal. Dog system, your wishful thinking is wrong. Fang Fan is secretly proud. Ding. Warm reminder, the Tongtian card is related to the Tongtian Tower. Analyze the secret of the Tongtian card. Maybe you can climb to the sky and cross the Tongtian Tower, enter the new world. Ding. This system will never force the host, and the host is unwilling to pay the consultation fee, it will never be forced. Ding. This system will fall into automatic sleep. If the host is okay, this system will wake up after 24 hours. Ding. 10. 9. 8. Fang Fan's face gradually turned the color of pig liver. The dog system has decided to eat him. This door-to-door has been arranged for him in advance. Tongtian card, Tongtian Tower, Tongtian Jade. Fang Fan took a breath. If there was no connection here, he wouldn't believe it. This name is obviously tricky. Entering a new world? What kind of world is that? Is it the world where the so-called God of the end of the world exists? Find the source of this world. Then you can discover the secrets of the end of the world. Divine System of the Strongest Card Supplier in the End Times, Doomsday Strongest Card Supplier. Author, Shu Yu. Chapter 340. Fang Fan hinted in his heart that the countdown of the dog system is coming to an end. I voluntarily pay the consultation fee of 10 million spirit coins. Please dissect. Fang Fan's unscrupulous system. Fang Fan secretly hides the bitterness in his heart, and he can always find an opportunity to rectify him well. Ding. After deducting 10 million spirit coins, the system is analyzing itself. Ding. A Tongtian card is equivalent to a section of a ladder. With enough Tongtian cards, you can build a ladder, and you can leave this world and enter a new world along the ladder. The sound of the system is still the same indifference and calmness as before. But in Fang Fan's ears, a shocking wave was set off. Fang Fan is very clear about the doorway here. It was just some speculation on his part at first, but now such speculation has come true. Since the Tongtian card has such an effect, does the Tongtian jade bred in this dark magic cave have a similar effect? Fang Fan whispered to himself. He already had some ideas in his heart. Ding. Warm reminder, the Tongtian jade is a fragment of the Tongtian card, which can be used to assemble the Tongtian card. Ding. This message is a gift from the system. Welcome to consult next time. The voice of the dog system bits a C came. This guy has learned to leave a foreshadowing and win over repeat customers. Fang Fan has an urge to hammer it. But it has to be said that the analysis of the dog system has always been accurate. I want to explore the secret behind this. I can only wait for me to discover it little by little. It's still time to go to the Dark Devil's cave and gather all the jades that reach the sky, to save you from losing them and causing regrets. Fang Fan snorted and repeated these thoughts in his mind. Many thanks to a few benefactors for their life-saving grace. Are they going to go to the Dark Devil's cave to find the jade stone? If the benefactor doesn't dislike it, let me lead the way. I've been there a few times. Su Lang walked over from the side with a standard polite smile on his face. Fang Fan subconsciously frowned, thinking of rejecting it outright, but this guy is so enthusiastic that he leads the way on his own. Take this road, go to the end, then turn left. Go straight ahead. There are many kinds of pythons, dragons, and demonized beasts in here. Benefactor must be careful and careful. Su Lang glanced at the War Angel Legion beside Fang Fan, and the standardized institutional smile on his face showed again. Fang Fan nodded secretly, although he felt that the young man in front of him was a little too enthusiastic. Such enthusiasm made him feel a sense of doubt. But Fang Fan didn't say much. In the face of absolute strength, all careful thinking and petty tactics are self-defeating. These warriors under Eunuch Eng's command are really powerful. They can even kill demon dragons. It's extraordinary. It's the house in front, it's there, let's go in together, let them all come in. Su Lang swallowed a mouthful of saliva, and a flash of excitement flashed in his eyes. Fang Fan and Galen looked at each other and saw suspicion in each other's eyes. Okay, let's go in together, please lead the way. Fang Fan pretended to say something, and then moved on. Bang, Fang Fan and a group of people just entered, and suddenly the stone gate behind him suddenly lowered, and suddenly fell to the ground, blocking the exit behind.